this always happens when I'm starting these presentations and I talk about this sustainable investment bank. People think that I'm a World Bank or a IDB and have $1 trillion, and it's just a boutique firm we've just started 2 years ago, understanding that we have to walk the talk. So this boutique firm is called Banca de Inversión Sostenible, and we founded it 2 years ago, and we were working in Mexico, Colombia, Peru, and Chile, which is the Pacific Alliance, not to bring corporates into sustainability, but really to build up green businesses, fully green businesses. So what we've done until the moment is basically, something happened there, but so open these 4 offices across the region, build a pipeline of businesses which are looking for investment. We build up our consultancy program to get to investment readiness and training sessions for these entrepreneurs. We even became an agency to develop market for these businesses. But our real innovation right now, and what I came here to share with you, is our forest biz, what we call in Spanish bosque negocio. And this is disruptive basically because what we're doing is turning conservation to be profitable, really profitable, not only a little bit profitable. And I see smiles right now, and that's what I like about this model that we're sharing, actually, that we first presented at the UNGA in September. Thank you, Jameson, for that invitation, because we shared that as a blueprint of what we're now sharing to scale up in the region. And this is the business case that I want to share with you, but I chose this picture of the Amazon because I didn't want to share those crazy pictures that you find when you Google about what is the Casa Arana story, which is this genocide that occurred of the indigenous tribes. More than 30,000 indigenous were killed on the production of rubber industries 100 years ago. But times change, and now we have this business that actually is the sun rays of the Amazon right now, because we have a 20,000 square kilometer reserve producing 1 million carbon credits per year. And if you know about carbon credits, basically this is interesting because we know now that at least in Colombia we already have a regulated market of $5 per carbon credit, and that's this year we expect that to happen as well in Mexico and Peru and Chile. Unfortunately, Brazil is not coming behind on the carbon taxing, but that's why we need you guys to push forward on the legislation. And but we expect this carbon credit to become to $40 on 2021 and to be $100 on 2030. At least that's what the High Committee on Carbon Pricing says. And in Colombia, we already have more demand of carbon credits than the offer of carbon credits. So we have a waiting list on every carbon credit that you put in the market is going to be ripped out of your hands at $5. And that's why we built this business, this B Corp, just established in, I believe it was February of 2019. And I also invited Esteban to come with me because he's now manager of this B Corp. And this B Corp is essentially a business in which the indigenous are the owners of the B Corp. They hold 60% of equity, but 88% of the income, which is generated by the business model, stays at the community. And this forest business is a mix of carbon credits and sub-products of the forest. Not only carbon credits, but carbon credits becomes like the big thing. And but we also invested. I'm sorry, I don't know why the title is kind of strange, but or is it me that I'm seeing it that way? It's supposed to say local plant of transformation of Camu Camu. Camu Camu is an Amazon product, which is mainly produced in Peru, exported to the US, transformed there, packed into an energy powder, and then being exported across the world, even to Colombia or to Peru. So we buy this final product in our local countries, being transformed outside. So what we've done is created this local plant to transform it, and we have built several alliances and partnerships with universities that are very interested in putting doctorates, PhDs, and investigators down in the territory, doing what they do basically in books, right? And this is interesting because this business actually has all of its SDGs and indicators and goals really well done. We have all our metrics with the IRIS reports and everything, you know. But it hasn't been easy to bring the investors to our side. And this is why I'm finishing with this slide, because this is our three main findings. Even though we talk about a lot about impact investing, what we see on the reality is that the gap between investors and SMEs is getting bigger, not smaller. And that happens because impact investors are looking for fintech as well as nature conservancy, or are looking for these big data companies as well as local-based community businesses. So for these local communities to really get to investors is getting actually worse. The second point is that institutional investors have no pressure in investing in impact investing or decarbonized economy. We just saw a couple of months ago the mayor of Bogota funding the public transportation system on a diesel system, which is a technology banned across the world. And we see that actually he's being funded by the pension funds and by institutional funds. So, okay. And the third one is that governments don't really see, at least in these Latin American countries, nature conservancy as a priority. I mean, Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, they are not really taking, I mean, we don't have an ethical finance hub. Forget about it. This is why we have to come over here and basically ask for your help. And hopefully you can support all of you in this room to get all of these SMEs and opportunities to really scale up. Thank you very much.